found yourself here, did you? Interesting. A human. You smell nice. Did I make you think I was gonna eat you? Believe it or not, I'm not the kind of werehawk that eats people. You see, you wandered into my den, but I much prefer eating fresh venison or maybe some human? You really gonna fall for it after what I said? You're lost. I saved you. You owe me your life, honestly. Does it feel comforting? Knowing that the big strong monster saved you. Believe it or not, us werehawks, we've got a bad reputation. Because the more violent types of the other tribes, they don't exactly have a great track record. Believe it or not, I'm different. And an outcast. Got kicked out last year. Didn't like the direction things were going. Good of you to ask. See, I've observed you humans for a while. I've seen what you do. You hunt, and you hunt, and you take, and you take. I see why they hate you. I do. But it doesn't mean that we have to stoop to your level. I'm not saying you personally. Just humanity has a tendency to violence, you know. A whole lot of it. I get so goddamn tired of it. You know, I'm kind of a hotshot when it comes to fighting. Won so many competitions. Yeah, those abs aren't for show. That's why I have them on full display, don't you know? It's kind of hard to tailor an outfit to this, too. My natural look. Isn't it sexier anyways? Seriously, you're cute. Wanna stay? Can't say there's much for amenities compared to you humans. But there's a warm fire and an even warmer hearth. Made it myself. And this is my outcast's abode, my hermit's hideaway. And you look like you are a spellcaster. Am I right? I am good at guessing games, so keep me guessing all you want, if you can, that is. That. The scar on my chest, huh? See, that's a gnarly one I got. Had a dragon take a gander at me. Think his name was what? Kuro? I don't know. Don't remember. Could have been something else. After all, I was almost dead at the time. Scraped right against my bones, nasty little fellow. I say little, but he was at least 60 meters. Don't ask me why I was beefing with a dragon. Long story, honestly. And I don't really think you know what, fine. I like to tell my stories and you like to listen. Let's just say there was a dispute about where I placed my little abode and, well, long story short, we didn't get along. Werehawks and dragons. It's always one way or the other. The two apex predators of the land, at least of demi-humans. Isn't that what you call us? Hey, guess my human education ain't too bad. Do I seem pretty smart? Don't tell me I've made quite an impression on you already. Well, thanks for treating me cordially. I don't exactly expect much to come out of this, but just in case it does, my name's Hawks. Not very creative, but... okay, it's Keigo Takami, but most people just call me Hawks. Yeah, pro fighter, survivor, hermit by night. There's a lot of ways you could call me. Drop dead gorgeous, kissable lips, toned, perfect pecs, minus the scar. It looks like I was split down the middle. Yeah, kinda. But it makes me way hotter, right? You sure about that? Oh, you're pretty bold. I don't mind that too much, and besides, just me and you here, and my little pet. This little stray fluff ball likes to go around. Not much of a talker since a throat injury happened, but definitely a lovable pup. Isn't that right? Yeah. Well, we've been the two outcasts. I saved this one and I saved you, so official welcome to the outcasts, I guess. You were half dead when I found you, so wasn't easy to nurse you back to health. What the hell happened to you? No, really. That's it. I guess it doesn't always have to be something complicated. Betrayal, the complexities, and all the other things. The subtleties. Yeah, I get it. Trust me. I know a thing or two about betrayal. Yeah. You wouldn't happen to be one of those nobles, would you? No way. Really? I've only heard rumors, but you're not very popular among the demi-humans, I'll tell you that. It's a loaded question, right? I guess not anymore. If what you described is... Sorry, fresh wounds, right? I've seen that look before. Hey, it might not mean much, but you don't have to be alone, and you don't have to be without some food and, company. That little fluff ball. She barely says anything, but all licks if you let her. Gives lots of kisses. A sweetheart of a pup. Oh, a rare sound from the small pup. What's the matter, girl? Hey there. She gets lonely a lot. I think it's because she never really had much of a relationship with her previous owners, given that they left her to almost die in the forest. Sometimes she needs just a little extra help. I hate to say this, but you seem a lot like her. In need of comfort. In need of something. Plenty of other things. She likes you a lot. Must mean you're a good human. Only good humans get her approval. Bad humans... She'll make the most silly yipping noise. Trust me. Hey. It means I can trust you. Too simple of a way to trust someone? I don't think so. See, animals never lie. They speak their hearts even when they can't say anything. They tell with their eyes. And the fact that you got the lick of approval from this little fella means you're a good person. And I happen to like good people regardless of what they are. Remember when I said I'm not a fan of humans? I mean the violence, the war. Not a fan of my own people that way either. Werehawks. It's frustrating. It's everybody wants to kill everybody. What's it like being able to use magic? That's putting it simply. Wow. A silent little light. It's beautiful. Kinda like you. Don't ask me that. If you ask me, of course I'm gonna say yes. And why wouldn't I? You just said it yourself. You got nowhere to go, and neither do I. Especially this one doesn't. Can't hunt on her own. She's a bit skittish, too. I'm always cuddling, hiding in my arms. You know, there's extra room if you need a hug. I hope it warms your heart. I mean, honestly. The first thing I thought when I saw you was, the world's way too cruel. And whatever happened to you, it's written all over your face. Sorry. Does it look like I just get lost in seeing myself in you sometimes? Yeah. Life can be rough. But you're tougher than it, right? You definitely seem tough to me. The way you keep swallowing down those tears, you don't let them own you. You should get them out, though. Not now? Well, I appreciate your bravery. I don't think you should ever feel bad about how you feel. No? Maybe I just misunderstood then. You're even more impressive than I thought. I'd rather you think about what to do from now on than dwell on them. Clearly someone betraying you for succession. That sounds like a whole hell of a headache. What? Of course I would give you at least that much. One, the little one trusts you. And two, I trust you. People don't make those faces. And they haven't seen too much. Haven't felt the sting. Well, you'll be happy to know it didn't really scar. Your wounds, I mean. You were out for about a week. And there was a bad fever. I thought I was going to lose you, but you pushed through. I like to think the extra licks from this little fella helped. They say a puppy's licks can heal the soul. Maybe it was your soul that was fighting. Your eyes are full of fire. Mesmerizing. I've never met someone with such a look. It's refreshing. You look like you have a sort of aura about you. And that you're genuine. I'm sick of people who aren't. I'll be honest, I'm tired of it. But I'm glad, really glad I met you. And that you made it. So, got any more questions for this flirty hawk? I told you, we're just like you, but with wings. Well, and obviously, we can see well in the dark and go really fast in the air. I mean, other than that, you could pretty much say we're humans with wings. I hate to make that comparison, but if it'll bridge the gap between us, hey, don't sweat that stuff, okay? You're cute when you smile. I definitely want to see more of that. Is it surprising? I don't mince my words. And if I think you're attractive when you smile, I'll say it right in your ear like this. Is that surprising? No, don't let it be. It's what you deserve, right? Just what you should have, instead of that pesky betrayal you dealt with. Hey, you might just be clumsy like a baby bird right now, but you'll get your legs back. No permanent damage that I'm aware of. You can feel your extremities. I guess it's kind of late to ask, right? Nice. Then I patched you up just right, hopefully. Had to use the last of my herbs. No, don't worry about it. I can see you're nervous. you feel guilty, don't. If I can save someone in need, I'm gonna do it. That's what any good and sensible person would do, right? You're pretty cute when you panic, too. Oh, look. She went over there and fell asleep. That's a good sign. You see, this little pup took 3 months before she was feeling safe enough to sleep alone. Now she loves to sleep by the fire when good things happen. She takes a nap. I always took it like she wanted to go and run around in her dreams, since it's tough for her in real life a bit. Don't get me wrong, she can run and hop, just some days it's tougher, you know? Winter's coming soon, and the fall leaves this forest. The Ents will be out soon. Won't be safe or as safe to get food. So you're gonna have to stay put, be a homebody for a bit. I know it's boring, but won't be as boring with me, alright? Come on. I know it's not fair, but don't look so sad. Oh, concerned you can't help enough? Keeping company to this pup and defending the house, in my opinion, that's way more than enough. Consider that your rent, then. Isn't that what you humans would say? Since we're sharing this place together? Yeah, if you happen to know any recipes with what I've got, you can handle the cooking. I'd love to see what your creativity as a noble could come up with. Huh? You nobles don't cook for yourself? Fascinating. Never too late to learn, since you're out on your own now. Experiment, find out what you like. Taste, taste, taste. And that's the essence of cooking. What? Something on my face? Why am I being so nice to you? Well, I guess it's 'cause I didn't want you to be more sad. You know, I used to be quite the hard ass. When I met that pup, I almost left her. Like some kind of idiot. I thought I couldn't be weak. I was so used to being tough, to fighting. But being strong isn't knowing how to hit someone right. It's knowing how to lend a hand when it's needed. It's giving someone an extra spoonful of your food when you're hungry and your stomach's growling. At least that's what I think. I don't even know why I think it. But it definitely feels right, you know? Not everything needs to make sense, and I don't know why I'm like this. Always got me in trouble growing up, trust me. That's why my own people think I'm soft, even if I'm strong. They always reveled in the fact that they could trick me. Said I was weak for it. I didn't really know how to be leery of people. Got jaded on the fact, and that's why I almost let this one go. But I saved her. And I saved you. I don't think you need a good reason to save someone, do you? I'm not some hero that takes down the demon lord, but I can at least be someone who lives without a guilty conscience. More than those bastards could say. Pardon, it's just I get lost in that place sometimes. When I close my eyes like this, I feel it more. Half of the scars I got, all along my arms and legs, they're from arrows and blades that nearly lost me everything. And somehow I healed it up. You ever get jaded to something other than betrayal? Probably didn't get a chance to in your ivory towers, right? That's where they keep you? Not quite. Well, wait. So it's like a actual castle. I've seen them from afar, but never been inside. What's it look like in there? Probably a lot cooler than this cave, huh? You think it's cozy here? Well, I definitely like the hearth. I worked really hard on it. See that? That's enchanted oak. You couldn't burn it if you wanted to. And that is an Ent's twig, which I managed to get from a particularly nice one. You can use it for growth spells on my little garden here. And it's good for a few other things. Like when it's too hot, you can make a small breeze with it. Yeah, I wouldn't say I have many good connections, but having one person who won't step on you in the forest isn't too bad. The dragon. Don't worry about him, he moved to some other place. Haven't seen him in years. Don't really know what happened. Last time I saw him, it was 4 years ago. What I thought was that maybe he found something greater to stomp on. He's so much bigger than the area was meant for that it didn't even make sense. This cave used to be his old place. I like to think after I fought him that day, I made him think twice about it. Sunk 2 spears, gave him a nice scar too. You thought I lost unequivocally, right? Turns out I'm a little bit better at flying than most. He wasn't ready for that. I'm not gloating, I'm just explaining it how it was. The full story. I wasn't trying to kill anyone that day. I kinda made a promise with someone I'd avoid it if I could. There's a fae that lives in a pond. Near a pond, at least. Not too far from here. And well, that fae is a soft-hearted person. I don't want them to get the wrong idea about me. I don't take promises lightly. And I did promise to use some decorum when I decide if I'm gonna hunt someone or something. And to always pay homage. If you take a life, save a life. If you take a life for food, consume it all. Leave nothing and bury it. Let the earth take it after. They're just little things. That fae has quite the particular belief system. You'll probably meet not too long from here. Then there's the towers. There's 2 of them, opposite sides of the forest. I don't really know who lives there, but sometimes you can see magic. Beautiful, like fireworks. Bet you're wondering how I know what those are. Well, you see, a city far to the east has ones shaped like dragons. They blow up, and by magic or something else, fly across the sky in shimmering mists. It's beautiful. I don't know what's the secret, but... No, you've seen him too. Well, where we're at is a decent vantage point. When the kingdom celebrates, we get a free shot. Not too shabby, right? Oh, don't worry. She sometimes whines in her sleep. Not really sure why. I think it's just a bad dream. Try and give her pets, but for such a small thing, she has so much personality, you know that? Don't worry. I promise you. She'll be right as rain as soon as she wakes up. I'm more curious about you. Do you mind sharing a bed with me? It's the only warm place in here, and I didn't exactly have time to construct a second bed yet. I promise it's very comfortable. Down feathers for 3 seasons. I used some of my own mixed with Griffin. I know it may seem strange to use down feathers, but it led to the best comfort level. And these silk sheets I traded for. Real snobby guy. Don't remember his name, but the only trader that would do anything with me said gold was the only language he spoke. I'm just glad he dealt with a demi like me. Most humans stick their nose up. You're pretty special, too. The highest type of human. Yet you're dealing with me? I know I saved you, but you could have just stormed out. I wouldn't have stopped you. Wouldn't recommend it this time of year, but you might have made it all the way back. Then again, I sympathize with betrayal. You probably don't have a safe path back or really much of anything. Wouldn't they just put you in a dungeon, use you as some political pawn, and then move on? Wow, being a noble sucks. You can keep your fancy feasts, because that's not anything I want a part of. Well, look on the bright side. You're free. Not a single person in the world can stop you from spreading your wings. I mean arms. Listen here. I'm not used to people without wings on their back. Is that shocking? Come on. You have to admit, you like it here at least a little bit, right? Shouldn't be too boring. Maybe it'll be nice. Feel free. Unlike you humans, I don't really think there's a werehawk alive that would turn you down. A warm body is a warm body after all. What, you want more? I can do pretty much whatever you can imagine. As for getting to know me, I think the best way is time. Don't rush things, okay? You just keep on being so cute, and I'll keep giving you all the things you can imagine, and all the things you need. Within reason, at least all I can. And you keep being so cute, entertaining, and whatever you want to be. Give me stories as payment. Cook up meals if you can. I'm sure you'll find a way. Besides all that, ain't you nervous? Living with a werehawk. I'm sure you've heard plenty of rumors, right? All sorts of them. No, don't worry. We aren't the crazy, over-the-top, dangerous creatures unless you try and kill us. Please don't do that. I really don't want to have to hurt you. But I would restrain you, send you on a cart right back. No offense, but I have to look out for me and my little one here. It's something, right? I knew you wouldn't, and I trust you. Don't worry about that. The issues of mating season or whatever, it's not really a big deal. Unless you're inviting me to, then I'd probably gladly share my bed and share my heart with you. I don't know much about you yet. And I personally don't know how to feel about things like that. As much as I might be a flirt, actually committing to something like that is something that scares me to my core. Oh, no. just a story I'd like to forget. One that's not worth being a tale or anything like that. Something terrible. See, I've had my heart broken at least 12 times. Did I get you? No, it was just one. I wanted it to sound grand, but then I backed down last second. I suck at lying, you see, because I feel guilt. I wanted to make it out to be 12 different people, but it turns out it was just one, 12 different ways. Yeah. Nothing good. Let's just say. It'll take time for me to ever do that again. Hey, don't worry, okay? As much as I like flirting with you, you don't have to feel inclined for anything. But if we do, for some reason, fall in love, whatever you want to call it, I just want to know, what do you want? Most of all. You can answer anything. There's not a wrong answer. Really? That was a good answer. I know there's not really a right or wrong one, but that doesn't mean I can't compliment what you did say. You're really good at this, you know? Talking to new acquaintances. It's nice to meet you. Really nice to meet you. You're really something special, you know that? Hey. Oh, damn. You must have been exhausted, pushing forward. But that finally sputtered out, huh? Hey, get your rest. You can lay right where you are. And I'll keep you safe, okay? We'll keep you safe. I know you can't hear me, but this little pup, she's real good at keeping things safe. Bet she could take on at least 10 owlbears at once, every single one. Fully grown, and you know what? I'm gonna stop talking, and I don't want to make you have weird dreams. So instead, here's a nice pet, tucked in blankets, and maybe I'll cook a meal for when you wake up. How about that? Welcome home. A cute baby bird.